go. Thanks for joining
Hello.
us, Chad.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Did we keep you on your toes? Did you think it was just going to be me?
Hi.
Are you okay?
How's everybody doing? Yeah, we're good.
Are we good? Are we good?
Are we?
No, I'm asking you. I'm good. I think they're fine.
Yeah.
What's wrong? So, he's displeased.
I'm displeased.
You're going to have to let it go. No, don't get up. Chad. We could have delayed this by 5 minutes. They could have been patient. They're fine. He's just over there giggling. Like I'm not just hanging out by myself right now. It's fine. I'm used to it. So anyways, how about that weather?
Nice, isn't it?
It's been raining all weekend. Very gross. So sports. What? Oh, what's in your glass?
Jeez. It's like you don't have like an automatic, I
wasn't prepared.
time burner?
No, I'm not faking it with them. This is real.
Wow. Well, too real, if you ask me.
I think it's just real enough. What do you think?
Just real enough. So.
I'm just treating you like how I would treat my normal friends, which is to be pretty awkward around you and just say whatever comes to my mind. So there you go.
True.
Hopefully you feel like you're in the family now.
Yeah.
Okay, so what
tonight,
is in your glass? What's in our glass?
What's in our glass? Well,
Nothing.
Nothing is in our glass right now. We do have something we're going to start the show with, but we're going to do a little blind of the Larceny Barrel Proof, the 3 A, B, and C expressions to figure out which one is going to, or even if it goes into the blind best of the year.
Because I
Contention.
don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, let's see.
There's a lot of contenders this year.
Yeah, and then we've got a Jack Daniel's Distillery series. It is
Oloroso
previously called the Tennessee Tasters. That's an Oloroso, Sherry Cask finish that they sent to us. So we're gonna review that at the end. But to kick it off, this was left for us to try tonight by Chad Watson.
And he's not talking about himself in the third person. That's Chad Watson.
Normally I do.
Of My Daily Bourbon.
Yeah, Chad.
What a gem.
Left this here, and I made him crack it himself.
That's good.
Yeah, so
at least you gave him that.
Because it's his. So this is the Yellow Rose of Texas.
This is an interesting label.
It's a what they call a cats and dogs.
Heaven Hill.
Yeah, it's a Heaven Hill brand. It's an export.
Or was it National
Japan?
Is it Heaven Hill?
Yeah, it's Heaven Hill. Yep. You can tell this is the Heaven Hill.
Yeah,
bottle,
that's the bottle.
90 proof, 100 proof.
The Anderson
used to be in.
Anderson Club? Anderson Club. Why do I always want to say Hill? I'm not sure.
Because there's Murray Hill Club.
Murray Hill Club. Anderson Club.
Yeah, the 10 and 15 year that we enjoy a lot.
And obviously Evan Williams is in a bottle like this. So
yeah,
cats and dogs.
So we're going to start off with that.
Look at me.
Well, we have our first super chat of the evening, which is from Nick. And Nick says, at this rate, we're going to black out with him getting up. That's right, because you do have to drink every time you get up. It is true. Thank you, Nick.
Thanks, Nick.
Properly cheers you in a moment once we get some of this
properly
in our glass. So it's 90 proof, Yellow Rose of Texas. And,
I do tend to like these cats and dogs
brands,
but I've never seen this one before. Never had it.
Pretty sure that this is a pre-fire Heaven Hill. Not completely positive. Chad was thinking that they still
that's the stuff
sell this over there, but not completely sure. It is charcoal filtered, 8-year age statement.
Okay.
Naturally.
I accept.
Mellowed.
It's free.
8 long years, 90 proof.
What was that accent then?
8 long years, I do declare.
Okay.
So, it smells pretty good. So, Nick, for the super chat, thank you.
Yeah. Clink. One of these days, I'm going to break my glass that way. And then everyone's going to laugh and say, I told you so. Very caramely, like rich, or more like a toasted brown sugar. Yeah, it's actually kind of got some toasty oak on there. I would think that maybe that this was a toasted finish from the nose. That's what I would guess.
I'm thinking this is a pre-fire. I wasn't quite sure in the very beginning, but yeah, it's got that pre-fire.
I'd put a little money on that.
Taste to it, yep. That's good.
Monopoly money anyways.
Yeah, so thanks to Chad for letting us start off the evening with that. Go follow him on Instagram at MyDailyBourbon. Everybody, if you're not already.
He is a good friend to follow.
Yes.
That's good. That's very crushable. I could enjoy
It's got a decent
many
amount
of those pours, but I
of
won't
oak.
because it's not mine.
Yeah, for a 90 proofer.
I mean, that 8-year.
8-year.
That's what I love about these bottles is that they pack so much flavor, even when the proof is lowered.
Yeah.
You know, not like today's 90 proof, right?
Yeah.
It's very different.
It's true.
I wish that wasn't the case. Not trying to hype up older stuff just for the sake of it, but it is true in this case.
Yeah, that's good.
It's here. It doesn't belong to me.
Mm.
If it did, I would just drink this. I would just be like, can we drink this all night?
Okay.
Very good.
So,
Well, that was quick.
what do y'all... Well, yeah, we got 3 to, pontificate on, and then a 4th one at the end.
Pontificate. The word of the
Yeah.
day is
Word of the day.
pontificate.
Do y'all think we should do these blind? Do you care if they're blind or not? We don't really have a dog in the fight.
I
as
don't particularly care.
Expression goes. I brought the dots so we could put the dots on the bottom. Problem is, so we don't have all matching Glencairns
so
right
we're
now.
gonna have the chance of knowing. Here's what I think. I think that you and I don't particularly have, like you said, we don't care which one goes forward, if one even does go forward. I think it would be easier for them to follow along with what we're tasting and thinking if we don't do it blind.
Okay, that's fine. Do you want us to do it in reverse order, in the order they came out, in wild order? So we do like 519, 9.
I think we either do 159 or 951.
Yeah. Any preference? We'll wait for the.
Let's look at the proofs. We got 124.4, 125.8, and 126.4. So I vote we just go
And go in proof order.
in proof order.
Now, if ever anything would potentially,
It goes the B, the A, then the C.
if anything would ever potentially creep up in the mind as a bias, is to like the highest proof.
But it's like, we're talking a difference of, 2 proof points here. It doesn't really matter at this point.
I guess.
Let's just go ABC. Let's just do ABC.
We'll do that. I want to. This is a good question here from Ian. Kentucky does charcoal filter. I thought that was Tennessee and Lincoln County process. So it's different.
Point.
It's different. There is actual charcoal filtering as a method to get the charcoal chunks, left from the charred barrel out of there. You can also chill filter. You can basically use it as a coffee filter to get things out, or you can charcoal filter to get it out. Now that's just like you pour it through to get the bits out, and then there's your bourbon. Whereas Lincoln County is a 2-week process where it's like 10 feet of tightly packed maple charcoal chips that it drips through for, about 2 weeks to really, and not to get into the whole Jack argument, but
There is the great debate.
it's it's done before it even goes in the barrel. You don't need to filter anything before it goes in the barrel. And then of course they do a different filtering. Sometimes charcoal, depending on the expression, charcoal filtering before and after the barrel.
There will be a test at the end.
Yeah. So Kentucky or anywhere else that's not the Lincoln County process, charcoal filtering is a completely different thing. It's just to get the bits out. They're not trying to really change the taste, although, back in the day, they did really play it up. Every drop of this fine Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey is charcoal filtered, slowly aged, and naturally mellowed 8 long years. So, it was kind of used as a little bit of marketing back then, but it's really just to get them bits out so you don't see them floating in here. So, thanks for the question, Ian.
Thanks for the lesson, Chad.
Yes.
Professor Chad has left the building now.
Well, yeah. So we decided to do just ABC.
Yes,
All right.
this is what I have decided.
Okay.
I just think it'll make it easier for you all at home to follow along.
A, a B, and a C.
Great.
So A, B, C.
Got it. Okay. You pour
B.
B. I'll pour A.
All right.
This way.
Yep.
Oh.
You don't have to do mine first. It's okay.
That's just going to be funny.
You got your B. You got your B. Cheerleading.
Oh, I caught on.
Okay.
You did not leave me behind with that one.
And see, this is the one from Friday's episode. The one that we found.
It was the C. We found the B at Liquor Barn.
We had at the tasting bar.
At the tasting bar.
We tasted the B for $6 a pour. Mm-hmm. But we found the C at Ernie's Spirits. Yeah. ABC.
Great little shop in Lexington, if you ever make it here. Todd Cooper's in the chat asking if anyone's going to the New Orleans Bourbon Festival in March. We just found out that we will be going. We will be doing a speaking session again this year, and we just love doing speaking sessions there. It's a lot of fun.
It is.
So if you're coming, I don't know. They'll put out the schedule, closer to the date in March, but keep an eye out if you want to join our session. We'd love to have you.
Indeed. Yeah, if you have any of these at home, drink along with us. That's always fun. Please do.
Drink them if you got them.
Drink them if you got them. That's right.
All right. Shall we?
All right. Hey, give us some specs, Sarah.
Okay. A123, 125.8 proof. And that's it. I mean, it's a Larceny Barrel Proof. It's
anywhere between 6 and 8 years, reportedly.
That's it.
That's it.
Them's the specs.
Them's the breaks. Now, we did a short and sweet of this back in the beginning of the year. I remember liking it, saying that 2023 was off to a good start. Mm-hmm. That's all I can really remember.
I remember liking it.
Yeah?
I don't remember loving it or gotta having it. So.
Oh, you're back to the Cold Stone.
Cold Stone
rating
measurement system. Yeah.
What
I mean,
is
I think
that?
it's very, candied. A lot of sweetness.
Yeah, a little bread quality. Not
I don't know.
a whole lot there, though,
it's just
folks.
Sweet. I mean, a lot of times when I think about Larceny Barrel Proof, I think about, desserty items. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what I'm getting here. I almost wanted to say tiramisu, but it doesn't really have that coffee note in it.
Sure.
But similar to that texture,
Yeah.
Or textures.
Textures.
Because there are multiple. All right.
Hey, to your health.
Oh, sweet. Yep. Oh, it's a little.
Oh, yeah, that is sweet.
It's a little kick. Very different. A big departure from that first pour of the day.
Yeah. Well, it's also 30 points higher.
True.
A lot of, sweet wood, sweet oak on this.
Sweet oak.
Sweet oak.
Which is funny. I think that's what we said about the C when we tasted it on the after the episode. Mm-hmm. Spoiler: if you haven't watched the episode, we found it.
Found it. Yeah. Yeah, 2 days.
Go watch the episode. It's fun. I'm sure most of you who are in the chat already have.
Yeah. You know why I wouldn't say I was late for live, but I forgot to turn the camera on.
You weren't in your seat when class started.
It's true. You know why? What my excuse is?
What?
I was watching the camera to see if the cat was there, and then I got watching the replays.
Was he there?
He wasn't, but I got to watching when he came up.
Yeah.
We have a feral cat.
He's taken to visiting us.
And then we've made a makeshift home and
a
bed
little
for
shelter
outside.
For him. It was really cold and rainy, and he kept coming and laying out in the middle of everything, and I felt sad.
Yeah.
Someone will probably be like, "You shouldn't do that," but I don't care. I did it anyways. It's too late now.
Yeah.
He's ours.
Put a little food out, a little water.
Yeah.
And he's been coming every night.
Yeah.
But if he sees you, he's out of there.
It's been the drama of our lives recently.
It's really become a big part of it.
It's pretty much the highlight of our day now.
Yeah.
What does that tell you about us?
That's what I was doing.
That's what's been going on in our lives. We're just busy working and
watching
then
the cat cam.
The cat cam is the highlight.
Yeah.
We're those people now.
We are.
I mean, I like A.
Yeah,
it's good, but it's not. Again, it's a not I like it. It's not an I love it or an I gotta have it.
Yeah, I'm glad I did that little aside because I'm gonna need a second sip because that first sip wasn't a whole lot.
Okay, I've already had my second sip. Oh, that's why you did that whole thing because that's why you were saying you were late.
Yeah.
Late.
It's sweet. It's sweet.
It's sweet.
It's sweet. It's high proof. It's got a little bit of oak. It's not super complex, but these never really are. I feel like that's its
I agree.
6 to 8 year range.
It's like solid, but yeah, there's not a ton to dig into.
And I feel like what really goes against Larceny Barrel Proof is the fact that everyone is always thinking of its big brother, Elijah Craig.
It's true.
You know?
It's hard to not compare.
It's been out longer. It's the 12-year, or now, more.
Depending.
I mean, there was one that was less, but then there was one that was like, what was it? 13 in some months or something crazy like that. I don't know. We haven't done that yet. That battle yet.
Nope.
Yeah, I think everyone just compares it.
It's true. It does suffer from that comparison.
It is never going to live up to
They're
it.
the ones who put it out there, though. I mean, at a close-ish price point and the same release schedule. So, I mean, they're kind of asking for that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Chad from My Daily Bourbon has entered the chat.
Oh.
He missed it when we tried his bottle, but that's totally fine. It was
We
great.
drained it.
That is not true.
Drink it all.
I could. I think if given time. I won't, but I could.
Well, he says enjoy as much as we want.
That's
we wanted to enjoy the entire bottle.
Very kind.
Parsed out into 2-ounce sample bottles that we keep for ourselves. Yeah.
In a dream world, sure.
Drained it all.
Yeah. But we wouldn't do that to you.
He knows we would never do that.
Never.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, get a little water here.
I will say going to the nose for B, it's very different on the nose.
Now, what are we looking at? A little lower in proof.
B is 124.4, so the lowest of the evening, but by no means low. And that's it. The B523. Whoop. I think from the nose, this one has more of those like typical Heaven Hill malty characteristics coming through.
More malt, yeah.
On the nose than the first one, which was just sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It's the sweet.
Bam.
Fa finale.
That's rude.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
This one's easier on the nose than A. Like A on the nose, a little more sharp corners, sharp edges.
This one smells like it's going to be less just like straight up sweet.
Will it be? Tune in next week to find out.
It is less sweet.
Oh, well, I guess never mind about tuning in next week.
It's definitely more earthy than the first one. It still has a little bit of sweetness, but it's more chocolate, coffee, earthy, like dark chocolate.
A little more mocha.
Mocha. Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it.
Hmm.
I find that to be more enjoyable overall
Then A?
than just a sweet.
Sweet.
You know, it feels like it has a little bit more to think about.
To pontificate over.
Yeah, right. This one might be more into the love it territory.
Oh, second sip.
I'm going to have some water.
Maybe a little better mouthfeel on this one,
I
too.
think it has a better mouthfeel.
Yeah, a little more viscous, a little more coating. It still kind of suffers from that heat that you feel like wouldn't have to be there.
It's
you know,
better off than A, though.
it is.
In terms of...
I like how it does sort of have a little bit of that mocha, maybe even a little espresso bean
Yeah.
towards the end,
Yeah.
which isn't killing it for me.
No. And sometimes can for Chad. Not for me.
Sometimes can. Yep.
Oh, but the nose on C, I think, is the best. The C
Oh, yeah?
release. In my opinion, it's between the B and C on the nose.
Wow. Well, none of these really have much to speak of in the nose department.
C is a little bit more in between. It has that malty, earthy, chocolatey thing going on while still being sweet. It has the richest nose, I think. I don't know. It is 126.4, so it is the highest proof of the evening. Is your phone going off? Have you never been on a live recording before?
No, I haven't. It's my first. Super chat from Tiffany here saying, loved your larceny hunting video. Thank you.
Thank
The
you.
little paper with the facts and coming in from the trunk. Yeah. Super fun to watch all of your hunting videos.
Thanks.
Thanks.
You.
Yeah.
We like the challenge. It's fun.
Challenges are cool.
I mean, we can just do a hunt and like wander around, not aimlessly, but
well,
we just,
yeah, if we're in like a new city or something,
city.
for sure.
I also think it's fun to do like a hunt for a specific thing in a city.
Like Red October.
Maybe. I don't know.
80s. Or 90s. Someone Google when the Hunt for Red October came
Not
out, please.
important. Did it happen on Tuesday or Wednesday?
I think it was Tuesday because Tuesday went to the dry cleaners.
No, it was Wednesday.
It was Wednesday.
You're like, can you
because,
finish the story? This is an inside joke, I guess.
It is. But thank you, Tiffany.
Thank you, Tiffany.
Appreciate that.
Oh, I'm going to drink this. You're making me wait.
JG is a first-time viewer. Yeah, I don't recognize you.
Seems new here. I think it's fair to just kick A out.
Yeah, A's gone.
A's gone. That's the fastest I've ever gotten you to kick one out.
When you know, you know.
I guess so.
This this bourbon's higher proof than your old one.
'Tis the season for us to quote Aunt Bethany.
Is your house on fire, Clark? No, Aunt Bethany, that's the Christmas lights. Don't throw me down, Clark.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. I forgot what I was gonna say.
That's what happens when you prioritize comedy.
Second sip. Always prioritize comedy.
Oh my gosh.
That might have the best mouthfeel.
It's between B and C.
Ooh, more kind of front of the tongue spice though.
Spice.
Not loving. That seems unnecessary. I don't remember that
I don't either.
on Friday's video though. I mean, it's because we had,
Right, the flight fight effect, the
flight fight
comparison.
effect. Yep.
I'm gonna go back to B.
Which means we'll need to have a cracker time.
No, I don't have any crackers. I'm not prepared.
Hunt for Ted October. I think that was a typo,
It is.
Kevin. A Hunt for Red October, 1990. Okay, 1990.
Aw.
Sarah was born. You were in the world.
I was
Yep.
around.
Yeah.
I was around these parts.
Thank you, Kevin. Michael Super Chat saying your Bunker Org video had high fidelity vibes.
Well, that's a great reference.
It looks as if you're reorganizing your records. Is it this tough? Chronological?
Man,
no.
now I want to
Not
watch.
alphabetical? No. What? Autobiographical.
Now I want to watch High Fidelity.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's been a long time since I've seen that.
I used to have the biggest crush on that string of movies that John Cusack did, in I don't know, I guess the early to late, just the 90s
Really?
in general.
John Cusack?
Huge crush. Huge.
Wow. I guess there is hope for all of us.
I think it's because he's funny. And he did he was so
That's why I
dramatic
say
and
always
the records
prioritize
things.
comedy first.
He was so funny. What's the other one he did? Better Off Dead. I mean, I think everyone automatically thinks of Say Anything, but...
Say Anything.
Which, obviously I liked, but...
I mean, I think of...
But I liked High Fidelity. Gross Point Blank?
No, he's got a bit part in it.
Oh, 16 Candles.
16 Candles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, after that, not that one.
Oh, what's the one where he plays... His name is Hoops, and it's
I don't know about that.
He's on a boat.
You've lost me. I don't know. This is a deep cut.
And he's a cartoonist, and
You could just be making this up right now, and I wouldn't
and it goes
know.
to space. No, Demi Moore is in it. Demi Moore, who were we talking about?
John Cusack.
John Cusack. There's a boat race. There's a guy who's calling in to a radio show to try to be the something caller to win money.
I think we got to call it, Chad.
I want my $2. What is it? What is it?
No.
What is it?
No. No one knows. Nope. You're going too far back. It's over. Let it go.
Come on, you guys know you.
No. Let it go.
No.
This isn't the purpose of the show.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Once again, I lose this battle.
I've given you all a
You
lot
cut me off
of info
all the time.
One Crazy Summer. Thank you, Michael. Someone said Kindergarten Cop. He's in Kindergarten Cop.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Oh, Chad said it. Of course. Who is your daddy? What does he do? Yeah, One Crazy Summer. Underrated 80s movie. If you ask 80s...
If you ask only Chad.
80s Chad, who was between 0 and 9 years old. 10 years old. 9 years old.
Somewhere in there.
Okay.
I really don't know how to decide. I'm actually kind of leaning towards the B release.
Really?
Yeah.
Should we push it towards later in the episode?
Yes.
Okay.
I need to revisit.
Yeah. So A.
Although I will say I drank the most
A's
of B.
gone.
A is out. Bye. A is so last season.
So last. Stop trying to make A happen.
Stop trying to make fetch happen. Okay.
All right.
You can still see those, but it's fine. Just pretend like you can't.
It's movie trivia night with Chad and Sarah.
I mean, it might as well be. It's basically pop culture references with a side of drinking.
Yeah. Hot Tub Time Machine. That's a good Cusack movie. But not, you're saying most classic. I feel like classic, you gotta go back to the 80s.
I
90s.
wasn't talking about classic or most popular. I was just talking about the era in which I had a crush on him. Which was not Hot Tub Time Machine. I'll just go ahead and be clear.
Yeah. You know, my friend, I will keep their anonymity
You better.
intact.
I was wondering if you were going to tell this story or
No,
not.
but a friend of mine went on a date with John Cusack.
Was it just one? I thought they went on more than one.
No, it was just, I think it was just the one. Met on a dating app. This person was apprehensive if this really was
Because who
Cusack.
wouldn't be? Because who wouldn't be?
FaceTimed. It was.
It was.
Then they went on a date.
And when I tell you, we were already dating at the time. I was so pissed off. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, so.
I could have had it all.
I think actually for a second I had his phone number because my friend said, will you call this number?
Oh, yeah, and like see who answers or whatever.
Didn't answer, and there wasn't a voicemail that said, hi, this is John, leave a message. But I don't know what happened with that phone number. But they probably change numbers often, right?
Anyways.
Celebrities? Who knows?
Who knows?
I know we have to change ours so often.
They're just like us.
They're just like us.
Wow, we spent the past 10 minutes on a big old tangent. I don't know why
Welcome to
anybody
It's Bourbon
watches.
Night.
Like, welcome to our lives. Glad you could make it. Okay, and by lives I mean both our lives and the live show. Are we moving on to this?
Yeah.
Okay. We will take a break and revisit soon to tell you about
I agree with that statement.
our choice between the
Chad
B and C release.
And Todd. I agree with that.
Glug, 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 glug. I just want a little.
Whoop.
It's fine. Switch me.
No, this actually wasn't in. This wasn't in our area.
No.
My friend had
Don't.
moved away.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like people are gonna piece it together because they know my friends.
Somebody's stalking through your Facebook friends list. Nobody cares that much about who.
Yeah, I don't think-
I don't think anybody cares.
No, there's nothing to gain from it.
It's just interesting.
Why don't you keep that bottle over yonder?
Well, okay.
Thank you. Yeah. Distillery series, formerly known as Tennessee Tasters. Straight Tennessee whiskey, finished in Oloroso Sherry Casks.
Formerly known as the artist name Tennessee Tasters.
Right. Limited edition, 90 proof. This is the December 2023 release, and they are sold in 375, so this isn't a media sample. This is actually it.
As you can see.
This is it, folks.
This is it. This is the real deal.
The real deal. You put two of these together, you got more than a full size of Jack Daniels now that they're all 700 mil.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and be upfront.
Some people are very salty about that, by the way. The whole 700 mil thing. Go ahead.
I don't know what you want me to say. I'm sorry.
I know.
I didn't do it.
It's 50 mils less.
I mean, I guess I'm sorry. I don't know.
Yeah.
I will be upfront and say, like, it's nothing against this product. In general, Oloroso finished bourbons, not my jam. Scotches,
however, apparently we like.
Really like a sherry finished scotch. Somehow, for me, those flavors play better together. Or maybe it's the climate that they're aged in and it works better than when they do it here. It's not my jam. I think the bourbon is maybe it's too sweet and it's competing too much with the sweetness in the sherry. I don't know. It just doesn't work for me. So I won't be surprised if this isn't the one for me. But we'll try it. We'll see how we feel. Yeah. I'm not above trying things. That's actually that's my job. I'm not above it.
It's kind of why you're on the internet,
Sarah.
Sarah.
Of why I'm on the internet.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be on the internet.
I would say its nose is mainly just a Brown Forman nose. And I say Brown-Forman instead of one of the specific distilleries. It just sort of has that
The nose actually kind of reminds me of...
orangey banana. I mean, more orangey than normal.
Yeah, the nose kind of reminds me of the first time I smelled Angel's Envy, regular Angel's Envy on the shelf.
Aha.
And I said it smells like circus peanuts. The squishy marshmallow
what a
orange.
throwback.
I know. The squishy marshmallow orange candies that look like peanuts, but you get at the gas station. Except for I don't know who gets them at the gas station because nobody I've ever seen eat them and enjoy it. But that is what Angel's Envy regular smells like to me, and that is kind of what this smells like to me.
Can we do that as a pairing for Halloween sometime?
If you want to see me throw up, sure.
Circus peanuts pairing. I feel like something for Brown.
Is that what? I think that's what they're called, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
That's what this smells like to me. But that makes a little bit of sense because Angel's Envy is a port finish. This is a sherry finish. Not the same thing, but kind of.
What do you think about a rye in an Oloroso Sherry Cask?
I like a rye finish in a sherry.
Better than
or
a bourbon.
like any type of wine finish rye. Better than I like a wine finish bourbon. I think the rye just does a better job of standing up to it, because it has more spice.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas with the bourbon, it's just too much competition.
Rye is the devil's grain?
Sure. Why not? Whatever you say. Time for a dram.
That reminds me of Kenneth on 30 Rock. Oh, I don't drink any beverages hot. That's the devil's temperature. That's the devil's temperature.
Oh, he's so wholesome.
Yeah.
Innocent.
Jack McBrayer.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Better on the palate than what I was expecting from the nose. Quality.
Yeah, it's not super orangey.
It is not super orangey. It does not taste like circus peanuts.
Thankfully. Thanks, time for a dram. Got it at whiskeyambitions.com.
I think it has more oak than I was anticipating from the nose. From the nose, I thought it was going to be like a little too sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that at all.
You know, one thing I want to say real quick about whiskeyambitions.com is that right now we have 10% off.
Site-wide.
Site-wide, folks. Site-wide.
This is a site. All of
It's
it's
that
10%
wide.
off.
Our site.
You know what? I
about
regret.
This big.
Okay, I regret everything leading
Yeah.
up until now.
Site-wide, folks.
Site-wide. Okay. Until December 17th, I think. Because that's when the shipping cutoff is if you want things before December 24th. And if you don't, then you just order whenever you want. You just do whatever you want.
That's true. Yeah, and, I know the chat's kind of asking, like, is it better than, like, Master's Keep? Is it better than, some of these other Oloroso?
Do we have the Master's Keep?
Yeah, we got a lot of that one
I mean,
left.
could you...
You want me to get up again?
Yeah.
You told me not to get up again.
That was just at the beginning. You were making me nervous. Yeah, I think that's a good comparison. I would like to compare those. I think there's value in that.
Because these, I think, are around, what, $50, $60?
For this size.
So, times that by 2, 100 to 120. The Oloroso, I can't remember. That's before the big price increase of Master's Keeps. But it was probably around 120. I'll go get it.
Sure. Whatever you say, Chad. I can't remember that far back. I can only hold so much information in my brain at once. So, I'm going to get in trouble if I don't think of a topic. We could play charades again. I could be the fish. Just like before. I didn't ever see what everybody is drinking. My Daily Bourbon wants to know, is it site-wide, though? It is. Even the sale is an extra 10% off. Isn't that cool? I guess. Let's see. Master's Keep Oloroso, $125. There you go. Everyone does a shot when Chad gets up. JG has the script/not script memorized because we don't read from anything. It's just what comes out of our mouth. Oh, okay. Have not had this Dalmore 12-year sherry cask. You know what's really cool is that when we were in Scotland, we got to go to Glencairn outside of... Gosh, why am I blanking? Not Edinburgh, but the other one. Starts with a G.
Glasgow.
Yes. I kept wanting to say Galway because that's where we're going to go in Ireland, but I know that that's not right. I was like, wait, what is it called again? Glasgow. And we got to see, that's where they make the Dalmore decanters with like the silver stag. And it was really cool to watch them hand make them and attach them. It was
how much of a pain in the ass it must be to do that?
Yeah, I mean, they literally do them by hand, and that was so cool to see. I couldn't believe that they did it on that level for a brand that's global like that. Blew my mind. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah. Thought I would share. But we don't have a bottle, and I guess we'll have to try it at some point.
Yeah. Okay.
Yoink. Well, this has a richer nose.
It does. Yeah. It smells a little bit more polished and a little less orangey, if I'm being honest. Yeah. This is our least favorite Master's Keep. As you can see, we haven't. This is our most full Master Keep also.
Yeah.
However, it goes the other way with the palate.
It's just like...
Well, it's
not astringent,
sort of stale.
It's weird. It tastes like not fresh.
It tastes
not that bourbon is fresh, but
well, there is a fresh bourbon, Sarah. That's a brand.
I know.
An artificial, kind of like your circus peanuts, like not of nature type of thing.
Gas station candy.
Oh.
But I kind of start to feel that way with a lot of wine finished bourbons, and I think it's just the sweet on sweet competing, and I think that's why it becomes like artificial candy to me, and I don't love it.
Well, maybe it's a proof. This one's 101 proof. This one's 90. Maybe the addition of water. Need to dust my bottles.
I gotta be honest with you. I'd rather have this.
Same.
I would rather have this. You're getting more oak, I feel like.
Maybe it's the proof downness of it.
With the sherry interaction, yeah, maybe that's helping it, but can I just try this one more time?
You may.
I just want to make sure.
You can have the whole thing.
I'm okay. Yeah, whatever the finish is on this, I don't like it. It's like, it's not sour, but... Oh, I know what it is. You know if you have a bottle of red wine and it oxidizes after you leave it out for, like... I mean, it could be anywhere from, like, 3 to 7 days, and you come back to it and you're like, ugh, that ain't right. That's how the finish on this is. It's just like, no. It's not quite sour, but yeah, oxidized red wine is what I get on the finish of that. I'm not into it.
I present to you, Just Killed My Limestone Cowboy.
R.I.P.
Wasn't that your nickname in high school? I mean, if it wasn't, it should have been.
Aww.
Like a limestone cowboy.
Yeah, you love that, don't you?
I do.
I know it.
Yeah, I would gotta say, if you're an Oloroso fan, well, maybe not. Maybe this is more the Oloroso's drinking Oloroso, and this is...
Just like trying to dabble in it? I don't know.
Well, it's probably that 90 proofness, I would say.
It's more of an experimental dip a toe in. In terms of bottle size. Not really in terms of price, but... Better than spending on this and finding out you don't like it.
I mean, it could be a myriad of things. I'm just noticing and reminding that this is between 12 and 15 year bourbon.
So maybe it's that age just isn't working with the sherry.
The age, the proof, the distillery, the mash bill, the yeast
could be
strain,
a lot of
the barrels.
I don't know what it is,
climate.
But it's not working for me. But this one is working more. I still don't think I would ever be like, may I have a pour of that?
Well, this or the tequila.
I don't know.
Añejo.
I don't know. Where is that? It's not around here. Nah, it's okay. I can't remember.
I might say this one, actually.
I might.
It's like an after-dinner palate resetter type of
I keep going back to it.
Situation.
I don't love the nose, but...
Yeah.
This was some chocolate cake.
Okay.
Not bad. I would do one.
But you have to give the nose to the Master's Keep. But
correct.
The palate.
But the palate. The part that you actually drink and enjoy. Yeah, I would definitely this with chocolate cake.
If you just want to smell it.
That would be good. I would like that for dessert. Otherwise, probably no. But it's one of my more preferred Oloroso Sherry
I
finishes.
am the Limestone Cowboy. That is correct.
Personified.
I'm on the bottle.
You are.
You're there, too.
Barely. But that was by my own choice. Sometimes Chad's like, do this fun sticker thing, get dressed up. And I'm like, Do I have to?
I'll just be luring the horse.
Yeah. I'm like,
Like,
what,
you could be on the horse with me. She's like, what if I just lure?
what if I just did less?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm introverted.
And that's why sometimes we have a cat in outer space playing a slot machine.
Yeah.
We're really on a cat kick here lately. We're going to be known as the cat people if we don't reel it in.
Yeah, we need to reel it in. People are going to be like, what's wrong with you all?
That's 2 pick stickers with cats.
Which for you isn't going to be an issue, but for me, being known as cat lady is, you know.
The married spinster.
Right? Well, what will they say?
Still a cat lady, though.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
I think.
Shall we go back?
I didn't plan on so many glasses.
Let us.
You want to go back to that?
Yes.
Okay.
What time is it? Oh, we have 19 minutes.
We got plenty of time.
We got plenty of time.
Plenty of time, but not a lot of space.
Problem solved.
Okay.
All right.
Yes. Back to B and C.
Larceny,
fighting it out of Larceny Barrel Proof. C.
B523 and C923.
Yeah. Gargle?
I was wondering if you were going to.
Oh, let's go C first.
Chad says Sarah with an H is a cat lady. Yeah. That's fair.
I think we all have a little bit of cat lady in us deep down somewhere.
Okay. The C wins on the nose. I feel like this is how I have to go about it.
It's true.
Nose. C gets the points.
Yeah.
Palate. Who's going to get the points? Palate and mouthfeel.
C still has that a little bit of unnecessary roughness.
It does.
Unnecessary heat.
Flag on the play.
Yeah. I mean, it's the highest, but not by... Well, we're dealing with the highest and the lowest of the year. 126.4 in C and 124.4. So 2 whole points apart.
2 points. But that's really not that much when we're not in the 120s.
Not when you're in the 120s.
Okay, I'm going to go palate and mouthfeel. I have an answer.
Oh, dang. I wasn't expecting this.
Ooh, Caitlin says, I think a blind with the Wild Turkey Generations in Rare Breed would be super interesting. But we don't have the generations.
No, who does?
Don't roll your eyes like that. We did get an email that was like, hey, it's going to be at the distillery tomorrow morning. And it was like in the evening or something. I was like, I'm not.
Isn't that the one that's $450?
I'm not buying that.
Correct me if I'm wrong. But isn't
Unless
that the
a bunch
expensive
of
one?
y'all want to go in on one.
Yeah.
And you have a lead.
And you got a lead.
But yeah, that would be super interesting. I agree.
Yeah. And we'll get all 3 of them to sign it.
Ooh.
And then we'll flip it.
No, we got to open it because we got to do the comparison.
Mexico.
I just have a hard time believing. Did Wild Turkey like shoot themselves in the foot with Rare Breed? Like, it's hard to make anything that is.
It's a darling.
You can argue.
Although it's like, why? Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's a bit like Heaven Hill with Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof is more limited than Rare Breed.
Yeah.
But when we talk about their bottles that cost, several $100s.
Well, there's an easy way. If Wild Turkey wanted to be unscrupulous, there's an easy way for them to get out of this pickle, Sarah, and that is to all of a sudden Rare Breed's on allocation, and then
You shut your mouth.
they up the price.
You shut your mouth.
I'm not suggesting that to anybody, but then it's like, oh, our best thing, well, it just went up $50 and it's allocated.
Wait, what are you guys talking about? Because John Graham said, then what is cocktail, Sarah? Oh, if not.
Oh, that's different.
Cocktail
there
Sarah
is 3 Sarahs.
there are 3.
But specifically espresso martini, Sarah.
But still can be a myriad of cocktails.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
She scares me the most.
Yeah.
Very unpredictable.
Yeah.
I think mouthfeel and palate, I have to give it to the B release.
I agree.
Yeah. So then it comes down to finish.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because if
They're tied
the
up.
B release,
They
no,
could
not
potentially
really.
be tied up.
I've got 2 points for B.
If the finish goes to C, then they would be tied
then they
up.
would be tied up. But
All right. Finish.
Okay, finish.
Closer than I thought.
C has
honestly.
a little bit of an orangey note to
It
it that I did,
does.
like an orange chocolate
And
that I
I
didn't notice before.
Yeah, starting to think about the Oloroso stuff, and it's kind of putting me off.
It doesn't leave a lot on the finish. Just kind of like a bitter baking chocolate or dark chocolate
Well,
and orange.
Those sharp edges aren't helping the finish either because they linger.
Yeah. I have an answer.
You didn't even get to the finish on B. How can you have an answer?
I already know.
Let the finish set in.
I have already experienced it like
Do the
5
due
times.
diligence.
Like 5 times I've already
5 times.
experienced it.
I have an answer too.
Great. What is it?
B.
I agree.
Okay. So, in a shocking turn of events, the lowest proof of the year.
That it's not. You say the lowest proof, like it's some
By
sort of
2
revelation.
whole points.
It's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I know.
However, I don't know that I feel that it is.
Worthy?
I don't think it could be an Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. I don't think it could. It might. Do you think it could beat a Booker's from this year? That'd be an interesting competition.
Well, we haven't picked our favorite Bookers.
Right, but it would be interesting to put our favorite Larceny against our favorite Bookers just to make them fight it out to see who's going to go in.
Kind of those ones who have 3 or 4 releases to crown the winner to go in a flight fight. We could have Booker's, Larceny, Elijah Craig Barrel Proof.
Oh. I mean, there's the Old Fitz, there's the Heaven Hill Heritage Collection.
Yeah, but those are too wildly different, the Heritage Collection.
Yeah, true. What else is there?
Releases that you need to choose from.
That's
I
it,
guess
right?
it might have to be.
And are 3 of those for Heaven Hill?
Yeah, if we did Old Fitz.
What do you guys?
2 of them would be Weeders.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's so weird. There's not another. I mean, okay, Stag Junior, or Stag.
Yeah, but we didn't get.
I think that's out because it's just too hard.
I agree.
It's too hard.
Well, it's not that it's out because it's too hard. It's just that at this point we don't have one, and it's unlikely that we're going to get one and able to be able to do that.
To have both.
To have.
Because I know Tony,
zero complaints about that.
shared
Listen, we get more than our fair
the
share.
A of 23, but we don't have the B.
And then how could we know?
Right.
How will they know?
How will they know?
They won't know.
They won't know.
Not complaining at all. We are more than well taken care of.
Absolutely.
But we don't get to try everything, so everything can't be included.
Keyboard warrior over here. Called it.
Called what?
The B.
Oh.
We picked the A, but called it. I'm kidding.
You leave him alone.
You probably did call it. Chad Rare Breed.
Chad.
Let's not get that trending.
Let's do. I'm sure that news is inevitable. It's about like if and when.
I know.
I think it's less of an if and more of a when. I hope not. I truly hope not, but.
It's such a catch-22. To prevent that from happening, bourbon would need to decrease in popularity.
I don't mind.
For things to stay status quo or to even get better.
I wouldn't mind that because I feel like so much now, I mean, there's new releases it feels like every day, and so much of it feels like keeping up with the Joneses type of, like, we got to put out something new, and we got to do something different than everyone else.
It's all about weeding through it to find the actual good stuff.
I mean, we were reading reviews the other day, and someone was saying, like, this release is good, but it's sourced, blended, finished MGP, and it's just not, like, it's fine, but it's not standing out from literally a third of the shelf that is the same type of thing. So it's like, it's like, I think we have enough of some things, and I don't think we have enough of stuff like that to choose from. And I think, when it comes to ultra premium, super rare, crazy expensive, no one's ever going to see it, I think the market is also saturated there.
Was this my B? I can't remember. Yes. Okay, I just want to keep those right there because I feel like away.
Why are you taking me away?
Find a glass.
I don't have.
That you can, not that one. One of those. I mean, you can suicide one. You can suicide one. Just pour that a little bit into that. I'm gonna finish.
No, this is the
Rose of Texas.
Yes, that's what this is.
Yellow Rose of Texas.
Yeah. Which
I also have, and I'm gonna finish now. Thank you again, Chad.
Best thing we had all night.
Look,
and that's why I feel like the Larceny shouldn't go in.
There he is right there. Go follow him. Right there. Yellow Rose of Texas. Because that man right there.
He's the man. He made it happen.
All right. Well, do
you or do you not agree that was the best pour of the night?
Got a test. Okay.
I just had some deja vu.
Okay.
Have we done this before?
We've never gone live before, Sarah.
Not that.
Bernheim doesn't have 3 offerings.
They do. Yeah, I think they came out on the same. It's either 2 or 3. I think they came out on the same release schedule as.
I was thinking it was 2.
We tried one. I mean, it was all right.
Well, yeah, they sent us the first one, but I don't think they ever sent us another one, and I never saw it anywhere. So
it's okay. It wasn't when we tried it. I was like, I mean, okay, like yeah, it's good, but it wasn't. I think best of the year contention. Are you hiding this from me?
Yeah.
I saw what it was already. I mean, I saw the type of bottle it's in.
You do?
What do you mean? I have eyes.
Well, you never told me that.
My Christmas present came the other day.
One of your Christmas
One of my Christmas presents came the other day in a box that was sitting on the porch that had what it was printed on the outside. And I can read, so I looked at the porch and I was like, oh, we got a bunch of boxes. Oh, no. And he was like, did you see that? And I was like, I mean, yes. I can read, so yeah.
I never knew. She never told me. She never disclosed that she could read.
You wouldn't have picked me if you had known.
Yeah, that's just trouble.
It's just trouble
You're
waiting
just
to happen.
asking for trouble.
Just asking for it. A mind of her own. Get her out of here.
Get her out of here. You're out of here. I poured this because would you rather put this into the contention or the B 523?
Okay.
Okay.
Malty also. Do they know what it is?
No.
Okay.
I mean, unless they have eyes. I don't think.
Be weird for them to watch on YouTube.
Well, it's the audio medium.
Ooh. This is the B?
Mm-hmm.
Can I be honest?
Hmm?
I already know.
What?
I like this better.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's more nuanced.
So, I don't know how many people this would piss off if we put it, like if it broke top 5.
Probably a lot.
So, this is the James B. Beam Distiller's Share. It's the 17-year-old campus blend. So, they took all 3.
Oh, 17-year, yeah.
The Claremont, the Boston, the Frankfurt. And they blended them all. And they actually tell you, 10% of the Claremont, 60% of Boston, which is the
our
best,
favorite,
and 30% of Frankfurt.
That's why I like it.
It's 110 proof. It's 17 years old.
Shouldn't we just put the Boston in though?
Well, we have. So this would be
I think that's redundant. And
an
this
addition.
And this isn't widely distributed.
No, it came in our barreled and boxed.
A lot of things aren't widely distributed, but
it's really good.
I mean, though, on the other hand, we have put William Heaven Hill in the past, and it is mostly distillery only.
Yeah.
Oh, semantics.
Thank you, Jeff Winbush.
I don't know.
Smash the like
What's
button.
the right answer? No matter what we pick, it's going to make someone mad. But that's the name of the game, right?
So do the hills. The hills have eyes as well. I didn't know crows had eyes. They have a third eye. When you're, was it waking, wafing, warping?
Warging.
Warfing?
Warg.
Warg? Okay.
Jeez.
I'll take your word for it. Yeah, it's good.
Amateur.
Jane. No, I don't know about a kidney to get one. It's, I don't know what it sells for. It came in the barreled and box. It was, what? Oh, dirty fingernails.
Dirty.
I was working
Gross.
in the mines.
Yeah. Okay.
Rearranging bottles. It's a dirty job.
Very tough job.
I don't know. All I know is it's an exceptional whiskey that if our mission for the best of the year is to find the best thing that was released that year.
I do like it. That's true. I do like it. And also when it's finished, it will make a really cute candle.
Mm-hmm.
I would use this.
I think we should throw it in.
Made of glass.
Made of glass.
Made of glass.
That was a Schitt's Creek reference? The crows have eyes?
Yeah, duh. Moyer's movie.
Oh! Okay. The crows have eyes.
Okay. Anyways.
Huh. Interesting.
Kevin said, drink it, we'll live vicariously through you.
Well, you know, we're already thinking, we've been thinking since last year when, not you all, but the comments were like, we're just really disappointed in you guys. You let us down on this.
A noticeable group of people with pitchforks.
That we're for those people. Not that they should change things, but we're not changing.
Chad, I think you're giving them too much credit.
I'm not walking things back here. I'm
No,
just
you're
saying
not.
that we are going to work it to where they're... You're looking at me. The words are coming, Sarah.
You sound like you're begrudgingly doing this. I think that we agreed that there is value in it.
Yes, there is.
We're not going to change what we're going to do.
That's the main point I was trying to make.
We're not going to change what we're
going to change our mission statement of finding the best bourbon that was released in 2023.
We want to tell you the best thing we tasted all year. However,
we are going to break it out to where it also celebrates those more findable and value bottles
released in 2023.
That were released in 2023.
So something like Rare Breed can't go in because...
Well, it goes in as one of those 5.
It could be a
benchmarks.
Sure, but in the best new available... I gotta figure out how to name this. Yeah. Best new available affordable release from 2023.
Woo, it's a mouthful.
It can't go in there. Even though it fits the criteria, it was not a first time released in 2023. Where we want to know, like, what's new that came out in 2023 that people should be on the lookout for. Otherwise, I feel like the same things would win year over year over year.
Absolutely.
I would be like,
you also
the same
can't
top
just go
5.
out and say, well, I bought this bottle of Rare Breed in 2023, so it... Like, no, there's no batch denoting any of that. It's not like, a Larceny or an Larceny Barrel Proof or a Stag or a Booker's or anything like that denotes the batch as being a specific year.
So, I think after much discussion, we decided we're not going to change, like you said, our mission statement is our mission statement, and we're not going to change what we're going to do. However, there is value, and I am glad that this came up, because I do think for the whole community that there is value in taking that feedback and saying, oh yeah, we should do this separate, Mm-hmm. We should also consider this category.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be good.
And if the other list is triggering, then no.
Well, we'll have them point to each other,
yes,
like that Spider-Man meme. Like, hey, if this one isn't for you, go watch that one. Or maybe they're both for you. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. Could be.
Shall we tell them though? As you may have noticed, it is December 3rd. Today's December 3rd, and we have not put out our Advent calendar videos. Hold your breath. That's because we're not doing a full Advent calendar. I've already seen some other channels doing theirs, and that's great for them. I super admire
a lot.
it.
Yes.
We have been doing them pretty much every year since we started.
Yeah, pretty much.
And they just kick our butts every year. Honestly, it's a hard time of year to be putting out an episode every day.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided, instead of quantity, we would rather go for quality. We're going to do the 12 Days of Its Bourbon Night.
Mm-hmm. Starting on the 14th and going to the 25th.
So don't worry, you'll still get daily content.
Yeah.
We will still do a little calendar.
And it's going to be a little bit looser in its freedom, which we like. Last year it was the 25 most notable things that we tried in 2022.
But the thing is, we've already tried so many of them this year on episodes.
This is going to be featuring all things that were released in 2023, but it's not necessarily based upon these are the best things that we tried. It could be the most interesting. It could be just something that we thought was noteworthy.
Yeah, something we want to talk about.
It could be the best. It's trying to be things that we haven't already reviewed, because a lot of times with the 25 days, you did get re-reviews.
Right, we had already done it once, maybe twice.
And then we did it again.
And then we're doing like a mini uncorking again. It could be something like the Larceny Barrel Proof, pick one of, like, that we did on today's live. Mm-hmm. We still have to do that for, again, the Elijah Craig, the Bookers.
Yep.
We've got Old Fitz Spring and Fall, other things like that. So
we got to battle out, because normally what we do is like, something like Bardstown Bourbon Company that comes out with 2 releases of the Discovery series a year. We pick our favorite to put in.
Yeah.
And that's only so we don't end up having 100. And that we have to work through those. We try to, have it around between 25 and 30, 35 at the absolute most.
Because we still have to blind taste and score all those
score them all,
in the background.
So we've got to
no complaints again. Very thrilled to do that.
For Bardstown Bourbon Company, we got to take 10 and 11, which we both liked a lot, but decide which one is the better of the two, and then that one goes in to represent the Discovery Series, not Bardstown Bourbon Company, because we also talked about putting in the Doisy Dane because we really like that.
Which is a distillery only release, which makes this valid.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, exactly.
The rules are hard.
Rules are hard. You know, just like a lot of other people, like, you know, not picks. I know, like, Fred Minnick says the release has to be at least 500 bottles or more. I think we did that one year. We said, I think ours was like 650 or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Just to be able to consider it something that was widely distributed. Or, quote, because it's already hard enough with the limited things. You know, it has to meet a qualifying release standard, I think.
Green River Wheated, yep.
Anyways.
That is going in there.
I'm really excited. I think it's going to make us feel better. The month, again, I'm really glad that we did our advent calendars and our 25 days videos in previous years. It's just gotten to the point where it's like, it's a lot, you know? And I feel like you can't do 100 things well, so I would rather...
It's like Cheesecake Factory menu.
We're just paring down the menu, right? I just want to be able to offer better menu, like a smaller selection of better menu items than trying to do everything and knowing that you're not going to do any of it well.
Right, yeah.
Even though you all might disagree, we are our own worst critics, so
we
have high standards.
It's just the way that we decide to do things because we know how we operate.
I think you'll still get the good warm and fuzzy holiday countdown type of feeling from it in a way that works better for us.
Yeah, 12
so
days
yay.
instead of 25. Yeah.
We're all happy. Everyone's happy.
Faux show.
You know.
Yeah. And that also means that you'll get, you know, another regular Friday video.
Yeah, this coming week we get, you know, the short and sweet on Tuesday and the regular Friday video.
Yep.
And then the following week we'll start
the
dailies.
The dailies.
The dailies. To get you in the holiday spirit.
Yeah, for sure. So
I'm in the holiday spirit right now. Or the holiday spirit's in me.
Well, there is a lot of spirits in you right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's making me kind of sleepy. Also, I drank all my water. So I'm thirsty.
I think Frank Tucci's may have just come in because he's asking will there be a Christmas advent calendar this year. That's what we were just talking about.
Yes and no. A 12-day.
It's 12 days. Yeah.
A 12-day.
It's 12 days. We've been doing that advent calendar for at least 6 years.
Since at least 2017.
Yeah. And it almost starts to become, what 25 can we find?
Yeah. I think we just, you know, it's a fun new challenge. Every year we challenge ourselves to say, how can we do things better? How can we do things different? How can we innovate? Especially as more channels come online. And, you know, it's no criticism when someone decides to pick up something that you're already doing. That's a compliment. They looked at what you did and said, hey, I like this. This works.
That looks fun.
So that looks fun. I want to do it. Yeah. But then it challenges us to figure out new ways to do things. So we never want to get stale and just be like, well, this is the way we've always done it. So this is the way we'll continue. Anyways, that's enough about that.
Tradition. Yeah.
I mean,
so hope you all enjoy that. We're looking forward to starting it. So yeah, that's that. Well, we figured out our favorite larceny and then decided not to put it in the best of contention. But
I do think this is the best one. I don't think it goes in.
Yeah.
I think if it's between these two, this goes in.
I agree.
It's good. It's a like it. Maybe a love it, but not a gotta have
But
it.
also super hard to say.
Oh, this is 17 years old.
The 17-year that's for this 375 is who knows how much, and a full 750 of that, you know, which is 6 to 8 years. Like it's a completely different ball game, and we recognize that. But this was sort of a wild card. It got opened today. It's like, oh, this is tasty. And if that is the mission statement, if that's the goal, to find out the best thing of the year, I say it needs to go in.
He said it. You heard it here first.
Boom.
All right.
So
remind me to write that down tomorrow, though.
Okay.
Okay.
So we will be back next Sunday, right? Yes. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
No?
Oh, I won't.
Where you be? Oh, you'll be.
I'm getting abducted.
It's true.
To go to SantaCon for a friend's birthday.
Okay.
Is it what I would choose for myself? No.
No.
But
No.
She did what I wanted on my birthday, so
there you go.
I must do what she wants on her birthday. It's only right. It's only fair. And also, she shares her birthday with Christmas weekend, and so that's got to be rough. So this is the one thing that she has asked of me all year, and you know what? I'll put a smile on, and I'll do it.
Well, I might be looking for a co-host then.
Good. Or, yeah, you just look for your co-host.
Yeah.
I'll probably be back, but I don't think I'll be in any shape to
Right.
consume. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yes.
So a guest, perhaps? I'll leave it up to you.
Yeah.
Will you miss me?
They will. I will too.
Listen, I have a feeling I'm going to be in pain, so I would rather be with you.
Yeah.
But you know, we do what we got to do for our friends.
That's true.
I'll have fun. It'll be great. I'm trying to get into Soto. I'm going to Cincinnati.
Oh, I love Soto.
I'm trying so hard to get into
Soto.
Soto. It's booked. If you know someone in Soto, let me know.
It's booked?
Booked. I have an alert set if there's an opening.
Oh, that's rough.
A girl can dream about pasta. Anyways, all right, I'm ready for bed.
Looking for the button, Sarah.
Every time. I feel like you should know where the button is.
Well, that's weird.
David Martin says he'll do it. Little Sarah will fill in, Tiffany says. I'm sure you'd have plenty of volunteers. Wow, I've never seen you concentrate this hard.
Did it get... I think the window got closed.
Uh-oh. So what do we do?
Overlays. I think it is an overlay.
This is good TV, I'll tell
This is
you
great. This is great.
Very good.
What
will he do without me?
I think it did get deleted.
So, okay. So then what happens?
Well, I just have to re-import it before next time. But
what happens
for now?
I don't care about next time.
You'll see our faces here as we play the little jingle. So...
Good night. Y'all are the best. Thanks for joining.
It's probably during the crash of last week, right? So
the crash of 23.
Crash of 23, yeah. Mm-hmm. So we will see you next Sunday. I'll have some co-hosts.
He'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. All right. See y'all.
Bye.
Bye.